Got the G2 right here. I want to put this stem on this bike. Oh wow, okay, here we go. So much better. So we are at Ozark Trails. About to go in, about to handle some business. Get my stand up on. Nice little turn here, put the foot down, yeah. Oh my gosh, the brakes don't work. What is going on, party people? Al Kane here with the Ozark Trails. Got the G2 right here. And we also have the G1 with no seat post or seat in there because I use that seat post in my 20-inch and it's in my 20-inch right now. I can't wait any longer. What I want to do is put the shorter stem on the G2, okay? So the G2 has this long 100mm stem on it and my G1 has the short, super short, I think it's a 35mm stem. I want to put this stem on this bike to see if I like it, to see how much better it is. Another thing to point out is this stem sticks downish or straightish a little bit. So with the other stem, it's going to point up a little bit more than it would with that stem on, because this stem is flat and it follows the angle of the head tube. So it points up a little bit naturally. This guy here is pointing straight or maybe down because it is not following the angle of the head tube. And as you can see, this is a better look to see how much taller this head tube is. And here goes my mounts. I had to keep my mounts on me because I'm going to take it to the trails and ride it around. Another cool thing about this is that since this head tube is so much taller, I don't need as many spacers to make it happen. So here I have some really thick spacers to bring this up taller, which makes this be more susceptible to bending, because I know these are good support, but I really prefer having a taller head tube supporting my stem. So when I do tricks and jump around, there's way more of a protective layer, supportive layer of head tube as opposed to not having that. You have a through axle here, which gives you more support. This is all closed off back here. Makes it a little stiffer, make it more responsive, which you do feel when you ride this bike. It's way more responsive because of this. And the cranks here are way better than these cranks here. So all of this stiffness, all this extra added stiffness makes the bike more responsive when you pedal. You get a lot more out of your pedal when you ride this bike here. Now, as you can see, the front brakes are a lot better. These are Tektro front brakes. These front brakes here are like some no-name front brakes. Quick release wheel right there. These handlebars aren't as wide as the handlebars on this bike. This bike has wider handlebars. You also have an extra mount for up top, as opposed to this bike, which doesn't have mounts up top. The tubing is something I didn't mention before, is the tubing is different. So the hydroform tubing on the top tube here is different than the hydroform tubing over here. You get the same amount of strength, but you lose a little bit of weight because you're not using so much aluminum here. So as you can see, this doesn't hydroform and bend out as much as this one does. So that's the difference. And also this down tube is totally different from the down tube that is on the G2. So as you see, this down tube is more ovalized, not triangular shape. The width of the tube isn't as wide. This one is a little bit wider from top to bottom. This also has a nice little bend on the bottom. I like this little bend on the bottom. The tube on the seat stay on the G1 is thicker than the tubing on the G2. The G-tube seat stay isn't as thick as, as the seat tube on the G1. So I keep hitting this chime right here. That's why you keep hearing that. My head keeps hitting it. Chainstay tubing is different as well. Chainstay tubing, it's not as thick. It doesn't really bow out as much. Right about here, it bows out a lot on the G1, but here it stays pretty much the same. But it's still just as strong, just as durable as the G1. So this is way more bulkier. As you can see, it has more bulk to it, but it does taper off into the dropout. So as you can see, this is a lot more bulkier. So the frame, of course, on the G1 is a good frame. It's just a matter of changing the parts on it to get the bike to where you want it. Same thing with the forks. You know, the forks, if you change those out, put some carbon forks on that, then you can get the bike the way you want it. And these levers here are different. You shift up with this little guy here that your thumb touches, and then you shift down with that one. On this guy, it's a little different. You shift up with this guy, shift down with that guy. I'm a little too excited to be filming this whole sequence here, but basically I'm taking the stem off now, and we're going to get this other stem on. But I don't want to bore you guys with me taking this off, but we're going to get it popping. Who needs a work stand? You know what I'm saying? Going old school with it. We don't need no work stands. All right. So now let's see if this guy fits naturally on there without needing the spacers. Dun, dun, dun. I'm probably gonna need a spacer. That'll get me right where I want to be with this type of stem. As a matter of fact, this guy's a little thicker, so I'll put it on the bottom and put this here like that. And then throw this bad boy on. I should be lubing this, but I'm too excited, so I'm not gonna lube it. We're trying to do this like a normal person would, doesn't know anything about bikes. We're gonna put it on nice and dry, even though I should be lubing it. So don't do like I do. Don't do like I do. Better lube this stem a little bit. And one of the main reasons is to keep it from making a lot of noise, because it'll start making some creaky noises if you fail to do the right thing. You know, the stem is made, it's like paper thin, the stem that comes with the bike. Surprisingly strong, surprisingly strong and durable, but if you over tighten it, it's gonna wall out. So you don't want to over tighten one side. You want to do the crisscross and slowly snug it up. And this stem is the kind of stem you find on dirt jumpers a lot. They're strong like BMX stems. They're really strong like BMX stems. These are made for mountain bikes. You find them on dirt jumpers and bikes like that. So this is really good. And yeah, we're finished. I'm done. Gotta ride it around, see what it's like. Back on the Ozark Trail G2 with the short stem. Feeling good. The horn position's feeling really good. This position's feeling even better now. I don't feel like I'm stretching crazy. Down here feels okay. It's okay. I ain't mad at that. I wonder how that feels in the trails, hitting the jumps. And you know, I've hit the trails, ridden in the street, did long distance with this bike already. Passed with flying colors. So now it's just time to make little minor adjustments and improvements to make things even better. So the shorter stem should make things better, especially for somebody like myself who likes to ride, have more control of the bike, jump around, do stuff like that. With a shorter stem, I will be able to achieve that. At 5'11", it's my height, I'm 5'11", and with this short stem on here, it feels way better, way more controllable, and I have access to everything. I don't feel like I'm stretching out real crazy like. So I ain't mad. I'm not mad. It was already a nice bike to ride, already enjoyable experience, but now it's more better. It's more better now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So one thing I haven't tried is a wheelie. I haven't tried a wheelie yet. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I have a little access to the brakes and the horn position, which I think is the proper position for a wheelie on this bike. Let's go. Oh, camera moving. Gonna come down. Let's see if I can get it up. Oh wow, okay, here we go. So much better. So much better. Look at that. Can wheelie the gravel bike in the horn position because of the change in stem. I played around with it last night with the long stem, and it's not having the same kind of experience. It's a little bit harder. But today, with the stem on and the height differential, I'm all good. Gucci. Alright. So we got e-bike Ed over here. And we have no more sidewalk. So we gotta get out there. We gotta get it popping. I think this guy wants to make a right turn. He's gonna have to hold up. So we're just cruising now. Ooh. We're in cruise mode. Me and the cars and e-bike Ed. And we are cruising. No shoulder. But we do have a sidewalk. We'll hop on the sidewalk. Yeah. Get a little dangerous over here. Get a little bit. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Dumps me out in the most sketchiest part of the bike path. Right where the cars are turning. Might get somebody wanting to hug the turn tight. We'll be in trouble. In trouble. But this is the bike lane. Bootleg bike lane. Let's get some stand-up sprinting action in the hard gear. I just killed my legs doing that. Holy cow. Just killed my legs. I gotta stop saying the K word. I mess up my viewership. The old YouTube algorithm. Will misunderstand what I'm saying. We don't want that. So I destroyed my legs. Dun dun dun. My legs are destroyed from doing that. Sprint. Okay. Here's my opportunity to get across the street. Because I gotta cross the street. I gotta go across. Yeah. All right. So this is really good. It's really good, y'all. I'm liking it. Let's make it a wheelie out here. Let's try a wheelie again. Oh, might be in the wrong gear for all that. But we'll do it again anyway. Slow it down a little something. And pick up the bike a little something. A little too much. Might want to hold them brakes, buddy. It's the only thing. Brakes are in a decent position. Not the greatest position, but a decent position. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, I just lost it. It's a one-time thing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah. The gear a little too hot. A little too hard and heavy. I'm playing around like that. Can I manual? Probably not. It's gonna take a little more to get that manual in. Oh. It's gonna take a lot more work. to get the manual in. But check this out though. We are here at Overton Trails. Overton Trails. Long Island Bike Festival, Cathedral Pines, October 17th. All right. So we are at Overton Trails. About to go in, about to handle some business. Gonna see how this bike does in Overton Trails. We have a couple things we have to do. So what I want to do, I want to play around on the bike a little bit, but I want to sit down too. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower the seat post just a little bit. Gonna lower it down a little something, just so I can have a little play action. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. So I'm gonna have some playtime on this bad boy. This is Suffolk County, Tick Central. So we're gonna spray some tick spray on us. We're gonna spray ourselves, the helmet. We don't want no ticks. No ticks. I'm gonna spray myself down. I'm gonna spray the bike down, shoot. I don't want ticks on my bike neither. Now, what you really want to do is get a good natural based tick spray, because it's better for you than these crazy chemical ones. This is Off Deep Woods, long lasting protection from mosquitoes, ticks, biting flies, gnats, and chiggers. All right, so hopefully that'll all work. So now we're gonna go in. We're gonna ride around the trails. I haven't been in the trail since what, last year? So it's gonna be fun to go in here and see how this bike handles what's going on. So let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Now what I should do is I should put a supporting mount on the handlebars, so that way I can support this guy, because I know it's gonna get rough and rugged up in this joint. We're gonna get rough and rugged, so we're gonna need some extra support for the camera. So I'm gonna use my handlebar mount to give it some extra support. So I have a mount on right now. We'll put another one on so we can get some extra support, and hopefully it won't move as much. Once again, Ozark Trail, fully stock except for the what do you call it? Stem. That's it. And we out here in the woods. And we cruising. On the mountain bike trails, on the gravel bike. Yeah. So I'm talking about. Let's go. Woohoo. Let's see if I can remember the path. Yeah. This bike handles it like a charm. The tires on here are doing okay. We're gonna go down a gear. Woo. Get my stand up on. Nice little turn here. Put the foot down. Yeah. Sandy too. And remember what I told you about these tires in the sand. They don't do the greatest in the sand. I'm gonna go down a gear. Woo. I can definitely feel the bike slipping when you get to the sandy parts, because of the tires aren't good in sand. All right, so now we're making moves. Rider's choice. Bike feels tight. Only problem is the brakes aren't the greatest. So, you can definitely feel the suspect brakes when you're in here trying to stop. You can feel how sus they are. Like right there, I pressed the brake and nothing happened. I gotta press down real hard to get that bad boy to activate. Ooh, a jump. Ooh, right here. Come on, let's go, buddy. Let's go. And the extra support, oh gosh, from the extra mount, it's working out pretty good. Because I'm hitting all kind of bumps. And we making it happen. Oh yeah. Let's go. Little berm. Woo. Oh my gosh, the brakes don't work. The brakes don't work. Especially when you get some tight turns. And you want them to work. They don't be working. That's not cool. So yeah, biggest problem with this bad boy are the brakes. That's a big problem. Especially when you're riding in this type of stuff. Taking the main loop, going this way, no brakes, little cray-cray, just a little bit. Gonna take this hill down, woo, woo. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We are out, son. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Let's take it. Let's take it. Take it. Woo. Hitting the berm. Coming up. Some bumpy stuff. Yeah. Oh. We have a down tree from the rain that went down yesterday. But the cool thing is the place is rideable. Let's see, is it just this? I think it's just this. See, now this is where you get the ticks on you. Playing around trying to be trail guy. Whew. All right, so we cleared that out the way. So when the other riders come, they won't have no problems like that. And that's a good thing. Okay. But now I have a climb. I gotta climb up this bad boy. Come on, son, give it to me. Give it to me. Nice. All right, so that's the route to Glacier Ridge. It's more of the Overton Trail as well. But we're gonna follow the main trail here. The good old main trail. We got roots. This is the more sketchy part right here. Let's do it. Hopefully I won't need the brakes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh gosh. Okay. Super duper dangerous with these brakes not working. These brakes are not working, homies. I got to be careful out in these streets, out in these woods. Little jump, little rock jump. Woo! All right, so two things I gotta be careful of out here. I gotta be careful of the sandy turns because these tires aren't knobby enough. My Ozark Trail flat bar, which I think is a Gen 1, has the knobbier thin tires on it. I think those are 43 millimeter, but they're very knobby. So they handle all this stuff really good. You can ride with more confidence with the knobby tires on the G1. I have a little creak noise. I think it's my pedals. Pedals are super cheap. But that's the only noise it's making. But the tires on this are just like the tires on the whatever V2 G1, except it's not as thick. These are 40 millimeter. The ones on the G1 are 45, and they both are not good in sand. I can tell you that. So when you start picking up speed up in here, and you get something sandy, look out. Look out. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I gotta say about that, y'all. Look out. Be careful. And these brakes are not good enough to ride your bike in here. You're gonna be in some trouble. I was doing so good. It was a really fun ride. Didn't realize that my mic fell off. Well, my transmitter actually fell off my mount when I should have been just recording with the Bluetooth option. That way I wouldn't have so much stuff dangling off my camera. I was too excited. I was way too excited to ride the G2 in the woods. Totally messed up. So I'm gonna do a full lap around, and then maybe what I'll do is I'll try and find this transmitter some kind of way. I don't know where I fell off at. I was not paying attention at all to where it fell off at. So, pro tip: use the Bluetooth on your wireless mic. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got caught by a branch too. Got a branch caught up in this bad boy. They got caught up in there nice too. As I was saying, let me move this branch out the way for the riders so they don't have to deal with that. As I was saying though, is if you have wireless mic set up, make sure you use the Bluetooth, so that way you don't wind up losing your your receiver. If not, if you really want to get that good quality, either use a mic that is part of the same brand. So if I had a DJI 360 camera, I can Bluetooth into that. It would sound great. But I'm using the X5, so I really should be using the 360 mic to Bluetooth in, and that probably sound better. Oh my gosh, there's deers. There's a whole bunch of deers. Wow. And they're running. They're running away. Well, that was cool. So anyways, yeah, there is that. So that's my pro tip for today. Look at them little guys. I don't know if you guys can see them. Like 4 deers over there. Alright, so we're going to continue climbing up now. All these little shrubs should be cleaned up because there's probably ticks on those things. They're rubbing against my leg right now. It's not good. Gotta cut that stuff down. Anytime you see something in the way, pick that front wheel up and get over it. Whew. Still coasting. Here goes a real Wheelie section. Seems like grabbing the horn is the better option. Entrance to 6. Yeah, let's go over here. Okay. Nice little ride. Nice little ride around these woods. Look at this guy here. Put my foot down for that one. Just in case. Just in case. Okay. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Let's go. Oh, nice little jump. Another one. Oh, yeah. Nice. Little berm action here. Zzz. 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 You know what I didn't do? I didn't put Strava on. Might have been a good idea today. See how my time was. Oh well. I think these tires are a little more, they may be slightly more grippy than the ones on the, I'm gonna follow this way? Hold on a second, buddy. Nope, main loop is this way. That's what I thought. These seem like they're a little bit less slippery than the 45 millimeters. I could be wrong. Ooh, jump. Right into a daggone freaking dug up tree. That did not sound good. Hopefully this tire don't go flat. That'll be whack. First the mic, then the tires. That made me an unhappy camper. Okay. Woo. Nice little sharp turn here. Lots of switchbacks on your way back to the entrance. Oh, a deer. What's up, buddy? Want to race? That was cool. Get this turn here. Woo. Another turn here. Switch back, switch back, switch back. Oh, nice and tight. All this quick turn and stuff is gonna make my 360 camera bug out. I'm gonna have to reposition the lens in post. That's not gonna be fun. But this is all sandy right here. Downhill. Might want to throw your foot down because you see what happened. And there's a rock just to meet you. If you was to fall down, that rock would be right there to say, hello, is it me you're looking for? Be careful of that. Ooh. Oh yeah. So yeah, gotta definitely be on your P's and Q's with the tires when you get to the loose dirt, especially the sandy dirt. More switchback, switchback. I'm gonna switch back and kiss myself. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know where that trail goes. I'm gonna follow this one since we're moving. Oh yeah. Audi 5000, son. Oh. Good. There's a tree waiting for me. Ooh. Alright, my pedal is creaking a lot more. This is a good thing because this is part of the review to see how this bike handles all these different conditions. Oh, you know what? I'm getting a flat in the back tire. I hit something that gave me a flat. I'm riding way more aggressive on this bike than I did on the G1 because this bike allows me to. Since the chain doesn't come off, bike feels a lot tighter, all that good stuff. With that being said, I wound up pinching that back tire and now it's going flat. I got to throw some air in that bad boy before it gets too flat. So we're getting way more creak noise. That's either a loose bottom bracket or a pedal issue. One or the other. I like this pump because it's extremely easy to pump air into your tire with this guy right here. This little Blackburn pump makes it easy to put air in. It's not like once it starts to get harder, it starts to get, super hard to pump. It's not like that. It's a friendly pump. A little bit of sand in this section, so when you get to this turn, you want to be careful. It wasn't too sandy in that turn, so that was a good thing. Pick up the speed a little bit, step up the gear. Woo! Get your stand up on. Woo! Whoa. Sharp turn. Woo! There we go. Whoa, sandy. it's working. Nice. Okay. So, I had some more air in my tire because it's official. I have a slow leak. Official tissue slow leak. Whew, my head's leaking. That's how much sweat's coming out of my helmet. So we're gonna, I tried to find the receiver for the wireless mic. Couldn't find it. So we are strictly Bluetooth until we get another transmitter, another receiver. Get it right, son, get it right. So now I'm heading back. There is a return line. Allegedly, this is the return line that'll get me back to the beginning. I hope. I don't know if it will or not, but we're gonna see. This should be, oh yeah, this is going back to the beginning, isn't it? I remember that tree there. Okay, this is cool. It's the quick way back. I believe it's the quick way back. Oh, please be the quick way back. It should be getting me back to where I want to be. Feels that way. All right. Here goes that turn again. Ooh. Oh yeah. It's the quicker way back. But I gotta do all this first. Once again. I should have just went back to where I came so I can save myself some time. Now this is taking me all over the place. Oh no. This is taking me out the frame now. Come on now. Pretty sure this was the last part though. I think this is the last part. Oh no, this is gonna take me to that exit, isn't it? So that's how that works. Alright. Wherever this leads is where I'm gonna go. Alright, party people, so that was a fun little ride in Overton mountain bike trails on the gravel bike. It was a lot of fun. Gonna hop into this bootleg bike lane. There's some people jogging down the block. So, shorter stem, off the chain, love it. It's great. Really feeling it. Way better positioning. Way more confident seating position for me. Way better. So, if you have to be 5'11", got some medium arms, getting the shorter stem would definitely be the better deal. Look at this guy now, look. Where you going, dude? It's like turning his head, not even looking. Crazy, man. Anyways. I do need to find out what's going on with this creaking noise. Most likely a loose bottom bracket or a loose pedal. Pedal's gotta get replaced anyway. I'm gonna head back to the, hit some more mountain bike trails with the bike. Definitely gonna do that because that's a lot of fun, and this bike handles those type of mountain bike trails really good. It held it together real nice. The only problem I had was, you know, getting a little slow leak in the back, and the brakes. You really got to get better brakes or better brake pads. It's really the pads. Maybe the disc too needs to get cleaned. There's things you can do to make your brakes work better, but there's definitely needs some servicing on the brakes. Definitely needs some servicing on the brakes, homies. Especially if you're gonna ride in those technical trails like that at really fast speeds. You definitely want to have some good working brakes. You don't ever know what's gonna pop up or how sharp a turn's gonna be. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Gonna be shooting some more stuff. very soon. Gonna get back on the 20-inch. Do some stuff on that bike. I gotta fix flats on 2 of my bikes. My 26 and my 27.5 has a flat. So, if anybody tells you that, you know, why ain't you buying a roll my bike? Because I want a good bike and save some money. I ain't got it like that. The economy's all messed up. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to buy no crazy expensive bike right now. But there's nothing wrong with buying an expensive bike. If you want to do that, do that. If you want to get the bells and the whistles, there's nothing wrong with that. But all those people who try and talk mess because it's a Walmart bike or whatever the case may be, show them the video. Just show them the video. Tell them to shut their mouth. They don't know what they're talking about. This is not a bike for bike snobs. It's a bike for everybody else. Woo. But yeah, we gotta find out what that noise is. It's either the pedal or the bottom bracket. One or the other. I didn't even tighten the bottom bracket when I got the bike. This bike is straight out the box. Only thing I did was put the, you know, stem on and the handlebars and the front wheel and the pedals. I did put the pedals on, but I didn't have a pedal tool. How did I tighten? So I didn't tighten the pedals. So it's probably the pedals. Pedals are probably not tight enough. I use a Leatherman to try and tighten the pedals. So I really didn't tighten the pedals good enough. That's why I was making a noise. And the problem is when you do stuff like that, like don't tighten your pedals, you wind up damaging the crank, because in the threads, it could be stripping your threads out or loosening them up because it's not tight. So most likely that's what the problem is. Most likely. Especially like riding, I was hitting the trails, jumping, doubles and big dirt jumps and stuff like that last time, and then going through all of that stuff at Ozark Trails. Yeah, I could do it. All right, y'all, I'm out. Back to you, Billy.